Yeah, guys, I'm a little sick this video, so like I'll try to make it as not noticeable as possible, but you'll probably hear it throughout the video somewhere. In season 6 part 2, we finally learned at least a little bit about what Mr. Miyagi was like in the past. Mr. Miyagi has always been a frankly quite mysterious character who we never really knew about how strong he was for like 4-ish decades. But for the first time, we got to see Miyagi's fight when he was young. Now, when I made this video, I had quite a lot of people claim that like Dream Miyagi, as we saw, was Miyagi in his prime, but this is absolutely not true. Today, I'm going to scale that Dream Young Miyagi and explain why old Miyagi is just better in every way. First, let's address this thing about age. People seem to think that old Miyagi would have been at a disadvantage against young Miyagi because Miyagi is younger. This is a very like appeal to reality argument, and I'm about to explain why. We've seen time and time again that age has never really been a factor when it comes to these fighters. Kreese can still keep up with Johnny and Daniel, who are canonically way younger than him, and also guys like Mike Barnes, who haven't fought for like 3 decades, are still quite strong despite canonically also being in his 50s or 60s. Daniel and Johnny were very much proven already to be above their younger selves by season 6 compared to like KK3. I would even argue that growing older in this verse is actually a buff, as like I said, Mike Barnes is a prime example of this. Also, I would like to point out that Miyagi is actually not even that old by the time that Karate Kid 3 ends. Daniel in season 3 was as old as Miyagi when they first met.
I am the same age now that Mr. Miyagi was when he met me.
Which, yes, I know the dates are all weird because he was supposed to be born in like 1924, but it's actually 1918. You get the point. Daniel also stated that Miyagi was the only one who could do the 2-legged kick.
Only Mr. Miyagi could do it.
Outside from Robbie, of course. And since we never saw it in the movies, we'd have to assume that Miyagi is capable of, agility on the level of Robbie post Karate Kid 3.
One of the last things Mr. Miyagi ever taught me.
Because if Miyagi showed it to him, Daniel probably would have pulled a crane kick and tried to like learn it on his own, which means that Miyagi, even after Karate Kid 3, would still have quite crazy athleticism, as Robbie's the only character that can actually do this kick in the show itself. So that would mean that Miyagi's core strength as well as his agility is still far above everyone younger than him. There's just so many things to prove that being older was never really a nerf, especially not for the characters we know in this show. And no, like 80s choreography cannot be compared to today's choreography, so if you base characters like speed feats off of freaking choreography, bro, like I'm sorry, you've got a lot to work to do with your scaling, bro. Another thing is like the Miyagi oofed his opponent bullshit argument. We forgot Daniel says this.
You could have killed him, couldn't you?
Right.
So old Miyagi was very capable of killing young Kreese. So using young Miyagi eliminating someone as a way to discredit old Miyagi has always been a very baffling argument to me. I mean, Miyagi literally agrees straight up that he could have killed Kreese if he wanted to. In conclusion, old Miyagi is just a lot better. He obviously has a lot of fight IQ while still clearly having more athleticism than most think. Young Miyagi is like young, sure, but he's primarily an offense merchant, which wouldn't work against a more experienced Miyagi, as we've seen probably like every single Miyagi fight that's been in front of our eyes before, as even season 6 Daniel was being able to show to fend off young Miyagi. And he has nowhere near the mastery of Miyagi, and I'm talking about Daniel, by the way. So yeah, if season 6 Daniel can fend off young Miyagi, this is not a challenge for old Miyagi, even if he fights like, the movie's choreography where he doesn't move that much. Anyways guys, that's all I have for today. Eat your greens, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.